Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. He's at the 30, 10.
Showtime, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Pass complete to Henry Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs, 83 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7, Browns nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Views on the coverage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Working out of the gun, Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10.
Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, Las Vegas.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide to Ruggs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
Taken in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Drops it off for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 47-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Browns 7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Running on 1st down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Browns 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know you.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Carr. He'll let it go deep for Foster. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to let it go again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they had 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
He was
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Carr going to throw. And quickly into the hands of Waller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Marr able to put this one through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. 55, mark, guys, 55.
Now Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check back. Watch it, Kings. Let's get it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Corey Littleton.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
53 left. You don't know no better. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 53, Mike. Hey,
Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. And Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
4th and goal.
Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Mayfield to throw it this time. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Landry now on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run it again with Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-5.
Mayfield now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Baby. Give me some more.
It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
35. Browns 32. Brett Maher is
so they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Taken down back.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Giorgio Tavecchio.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 77 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Raiders 43. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Third and long for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 35 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Slam.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.